the structure, the cleanliness, the tone, the nuances, the implications, the silences, the dynamics, the pianissimos, the fortissimos, all have to do with sound and music, and it's as close to God as I know. The cleanliness of classical music, not all of it, some of it's too cold, but Bach was a master. And let me say in this breath also, many jazz masters knew what they were doing. Coltrane, Dizzy Gillespie, who's still with us, he does lots of comedy, but he's a great master. Miles Davis is a master. Duke Ellington was unquestionably one. And Art Blakey is one. I wish to God I could play with him. And I said Coltrane, and we have, of course, Art Tatum at some time, and one of the greatest pianists in the world is Oscar Peterson. I can only think of those 4 or 5 masters. I only like masters. Sometimes I think that musicians all worship music, and they don't. Many of them just do it for the money, and many of them do it for glory or to make a record or something. And I have to be thrown sometimes to realize there are very few musicians who actually listen to someone who hopefully knows more than they do, and especially if they can follow. That's a rare musician. At 6 months old, my mom said that I knew what notes were. And of course, on paper, and it scared her. So at 3 years old, I remember a piano came into the house. That's the way I have to express it, because I was poor, and I was a child, so I didn't know who bought the piano. And I remember playing a song, God Be With You Till We Meet Again, in the key of F. And of course, I didn't know what the key was. So I leave that for you to scramble. Yeah. So I didn't get interested in music. I was a gift from God, and I know that. Mississippi Goddam. Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. Everybody knows about Mississippi Goddam. Alabama's got me so upset. The whole damn world is making me lose my rest. Everybody knows about Mississippi Goddam. Can't you see it? Can't you feel it? It's all in the air. I can't stand the pressure much longer. Somebody say a prayer. Everybody's got me so upset. The whole damn world is making me lose my rest. Everybody knows about Mississippi Goddam. Hound dogs on my trail, school children sitting in jail, black cat across my path. I think every day's gonna be my last. Lord, have mercy on this land of mine. We all gonna get it in due time. I don't belong here, I don't belong there. I've even stopped believing in prayer. This song, as you know, is written by Nina Simone. It's very much like 1932, in which at that time Bertolt Brecht and Kurt Weill wrote another song called Moon Over Alabama. In fact, they wrote several songs from mahogany, but there isn't time to do them all. What we're going to do is combine Mississippi Goddam with Moon Over Alabama. Show us the way to the next whiskey bar. Don't ask why, you know why. But we must find the next whiskey bar. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you must die. I tell you must die. I tell you we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama and must have whiskey, you know why. don't ask why. Oh, moon of Alabama, right now I must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama, our good old mammy, and must have whiskey in our wire. Show us the way to the next little dollar, don't ask why, you know why. For we must get some money, for if we don't get any money, I tell you must die, I tell you must die, I tell you we will die. Alabama's got me so upset, the whole damn thing's making me lose my rest. Everybody knows about Mississippi Goddam. Hound dogs on my trail, school children sitting in jail, black cat across my path, I think every day's gonna be my last. Sing it for two reasons. First of all, they're familiar with it. It's one of the biggest songs I ever made. Secondly, it's important in 1984 because no one really commemorated or remembered, in my opinion, enough Martin Luther King. And Mississippi Goddam brings him back. Plus, you have a group, a British group here. I heard it 4 or 5 days ago. They're called, oh dear, something U2. I don't know whether they're a British group or not. U2? And they have made a hit out of a song called something about love, Out of Love or something. It's a big hit now, and it's about the story of Dr. Martin Luther King. Did you know that, Sanucci? It's true. And so that's not dead in their minds. The youth need to know the history of America. Since America is on top, they need to know what we did there. And so I'm happy that I'm still singing it, because that group obviously had been thinking about it too. And in 1984, they were able to put together a sound that became a hit, which means that he is still now alive in the eyes and the ears and the brains of many young people. I think that's important, and that's my contribution. Alabama's got me so upset, the whole damn thing's making me lose my rest. Everybody knows about Mississippi Goddam. Hound dogs on my trail, school children sitting in jail, black cat across my path, I think every day's gonna be my last. Lord have mercy on this land of mine, we all gonna get it in due time. I don't belong here, I don't belong there, I've even stopped believing in prayer. Don't tell me, I'll tell you, me and my people just about do. I've been there, so I know. They keep on saying go slow. Well, that's just the trouble. Washing the windows, picking the cotton, you're just plain rotten. Too damn lazy, thinking's crazy. Where am I going? What am I doing? I don't know, I don't know. Just try to do my very best, stand up, be counted with all the rest, 'cause everybody knows about Mississippi Goddam. Picket lines, school boycotts, they try to say it's a communist plot. All I want is equality for my sisters, my brothers, my people, and me. You lied to me all these years. You told me to wash and clean my ears and talk real fine just like a lady, and you'd stop calling me Sister Sadie. But this country is full of lies. We all gonna die and die like flies. 'Cause I don't trust you anymore. You keep on saying go slow. Well, that's just the trouble. Desegregation, mass participation, unification. Do things gradually will bring more tragedy. Why don't you feel it? Why don't you know it? I don't know, I don't know. next to me. Just give me my equality. 'Cause everybody knows about Mississippi. Everybody knows about Alabama. Everybody knows about Jesse Jackson. Everybody knows about Ronald Reagan. Everybody knows about Mississippi. Goddam, goddam. They wanted me to be the first black classical pianist in America, for there were none. And there still aren't, really. This has nothing to do with the great jazz masters, but the black people in America only have one, and his name is Andre Watts, and they don't completely accept him because his mother or his father was German. So that's what I was being prepared to be, and that's all that was on my mind. And when I'd come home, I'd play jazz and gospel and folk, and my mom didn't allow it, but I'd play it when she was gone, and my dad would let me know when she's coming home. That was my pleasure, but I studied to become this. My parents did understand that I was a gift, and I had a boyfriend, and was approved by the community, and I played in churches, and I studied. I did what they told me. So I didn't really know very much about that. We were poor, but I didn't know much about it. I knew it existed, but it didn't touch me. It touched me first time when I gave a concert, a recital at age 12, and they wanted to put my mom and daddy on the back row in the concert, in the little recital hall. And I remember standing up quite bravely and said, "Oh no, my mom and dad will sit on the front row." That was first. And the second one came was when I went to Curtis, and I passed the test, and I knew it was good. I was, at that time, kind of humble, not too much these days. But, and I didn't understand it. I was playing Czerny and Liszt and Rachmaninoff and Bach, and I knew it was good. And and we made records of it, but I didn't understand why I didn't get that scholarship for anything. And there were people who were around me who knew about my talent as well, and they said, "Nina, it's because you are black." And that shocked me. And I didn't take the time to let it sink in. I said, well, I just go where I can make some money to help my parents, who had moved from North Carolina to Philadelphia at that time to be with me as I studied. So I was quite aware that they needed some money to help them. So I took a job 2 weeks later in a popular studio playing for kids who couldn't sing worth a damn, half an hour of popular music. And that's how I creeped into show business. Yeah. Because later, I asked the same agent to get me a job in a supper club. And I didn't know what a supper club was. And I certainly didn't know they served liquor. You see, my mother was a very strict Methodist minister, and so I remember being in the bar, and I ordered milk, and everybody laughed. I know what God is, but I do not believe in any denomination. I think it's necessary, and I know that ritual is necessary. And for whatever people need, of course, they should do it. But I do not believe in any denomination, wherever I am. If I need the solitude, and I often do, and the meditation, and the quietness, and the communication with God, I'll go to any church if I can find that atmosphere. But I will not get hung by it. No, nor will I get involved in it to the point where it dominates my thinking, and this one is better than that one. No, I will not do that. Music is my God. There are a few people in this world who I feel, since I am what I call a space child, there are people who understand what I've just said, who will see this program. And we need staff that's proper to support Nina Simone. We have a great manager, we have some people around us, but we need proper staff. And those of you who hear this and think you are proper, or know that you are, then beware of the calling, because I just come from God. I think I said that clear enough, and I do want to get married.
Okay. That's fine. Thank you very much indeed for talking to me.